Good day, good day, good day. Peace and greetings wherever you are in the world. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Welcome to the vault. Definitely wanted you to have another episode, knowing the times that it is right now. And just really excited actually to have our trading partner come on because this is somebody that, from a perspective in life, has a handle and a pulse on the market. Um, there's a couple markets that are going on, and one of them is the financial, and one of them is different markets under that. So the financial is a whole realm in and of itself because it deals with paper, it deals with intangible, it deals with tangible, and so thank you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. Once again, it's Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Peace and greetings from the vault. We got our trading partner Cornell. You healthy over there, sir?
Live and healthy.
All right, live and healthy. Are the markets healthy right now to you, or are they unhealthy because they went in a different direction? First, there was a lot of green candles going up, and now there's a lot of red candles going down in the marketplace. What's going on here?
It really don't matter to me. Still look good to me.
It was good. How is the market good right now? Please explain.
We learn how to trade. We make money what? Both ways. It's bad for people that like 401ks where on time you get money is when it's going up, but no, that's not what we doing. We making it both ways. So we actually saw this before it happened.
Did you really see it going down? I mean, come on, like the way it went down. It's just how was the market
Going
predicting?
down. I didn't think they'll pull it down as far as they pulled it, but it's still using the same. They still using the same technique. I ain't gonna even say analysis. It's still the same method that the banks use. Just had a few people that was invested in companies that pretty much. I'm gonna tell y'all what they did. They took their profit and pretty much got out the market. And they're the one that's invested in companies. That's why it went down. But we saw the move going down. It just people done pulled out and got their money. Guess what? They finna ride it right back up.
Wow. So this is why all the CEOs stepped down. Can I paint that as a conspiracy? They stepped down because they took profit.
The senators and all them, they took profit. Then guess what? We're gonna buy it again. That's why I've been telling people to buy stocks instead of going out and splurging and blowing your money. You better take advantage of the wealth change that's happening because all they finna do is go back in and buy it at the low prices and make the money again. Probably way more than they made when they made the first profit.
This is reminiscent of when Ford went down to dirt cheap and it bounced back after that.
Bounce
Do you
back.
know of any? You know
Nobody
of any other
gonna be able to
companies
quick
that do
bounce
it?
back, but you got to start thinking long term. If y'all follow these people, but do you really follow the people? Do you really sit down and listen to what they be saying sometimes? Listen to Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said all them deals he did, he really didn't make his money till after 5 years. Meaning he got in early, got in at a good price. Guess what, Chris? He waited. And lo and behold, somebody might have bought at $10, might have wound up being $2,000, $3,000 down the road. Now
Cornell, I'm gonna just tell you straight up.
he,
This sounds like no. I'm gonna give y'all hope. This gives you a fighting chance in life. To be completely honest with you, if you had 5,000, 25,000, 50,000, this was the time to buy. You buy what? Low. You sell what? High. It was a sell because it was at the high. But Cornell, are you trying to tell me they have a cycle? It's actually cycles. Like if in your lifetime you can catch a 5 year low, a 10 year low, a 20 year low, you supposed to buy. Now, I mean, it take 20 years to get from 0 to 20. You know what I mean? So you got some time in the marketplace at that point to identify a couple markets that have gone sour. whether that's through history in school or you seeing that through your life. Now, if we're saying you have lived through a goddamn going, I mean, whether it's a recession, if you've lived through a recession, if you lived through, I mean, what is this right now? It's not, it's a goddamn credit freeze. And money's still moving right now. Money is still moving right now, Mark, in the market, Cornell. So, but Cornell, if you could live through a cycle, they giving you the opportunity to get wealthy every 10 to 20 years. Is that what you telling me?
Every 10 to 20 is happening.
I mean, come on, that ain't got nothing to do with your race or religion then. That's a straight, you gotta have some money saved up every 5 to 10 years. If you gotta sit in the stock for 5 years or 10 years, that's what just created wealth. Wow. Cornell, did you just say that to me? That it's a wealth change every 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, every 10 years is happening. Same thing with real estate. So now you finna see a real estate probably slow down just a tad, depending on how quick they do the recovery. But shit, I'm buying real estate too. So I was buying real estate before. You got to block out the unnecessary and stay on your business.
Wow.
You want to buy the cars and all that, but y'all go ahead. My extra money, matter of fact, gonna send my banker an email now. I'm put some more money in there. Tomorrow I'm buying some more stock. And I'm gonna sit down tonight and go through some more companies and see who done bought them up. And like I said, I'm not just buying stocks. At the same time, I gotta use common sense. So let's use Warren Buffett for it. What Warren Buffett do? He invests in companies that he knows gonna be around for a while.
Right, not buying Uber. Give me a break. Like, come on. He got American Express.
He
He
buys
got a company.
companies that's going. So guess what? When I do my research, that's what I look at when I buy my stock. Like, okay, that's a good model. Who has got so big? Whether the management team doing good or not, somebody gonna keep the name around. That's how I look at it.
Ooh, that's almost like a Walmart stock there. That's like a McDonald or a Walmart stock,
There
you
you
know.
go. They too big to fail.
Yeah, they too big to fail.
You
Oh
tell me
yeah.
if I get the opportunity to get it at a good price, then I'm not going in. I'm going in. While everybody else playing, I'm going in.
All right. So you're buying stock. You're not what are you doing? Are you trading, buying stock?
I'm
What the heck
trading
are you
and
doing?
I'm trading and buying stock. Let's go on and get them right. I'm trading and buying stock.
Okay. Really? You're buying stock. We're okay. So I just lost some money. This isn't me literally, but you know, this is the world out there that is in mutual funds, annuities, grouped asset pools, passive investments. They're in passive investments. Um, please explain how is it? How are you? I thought the stocks were losing value right now. What are you? Why are you buying when they're losing value?
That's the best time to lose. They at levels that you probably would never get back in again for another 10 to 20 years. You got to think about it. It's a virus. They scared because they don't have the vaccine for it. All the other countries is already going back pretty much to normal operations over there. They stopping the travel and all that. That's cool. But you got China starting back up. You got some countries that they pretty much already treating it the way they need to treat it. These people getting back to their business because they already know it was a fluke thing with the virus. Like all this stuff going back. Guess what? You think the airlines gonna stay closed forever? Nope. Think the casinos and everything, the hotels, all them gonna close forever? No. But ain't no money flowing, so guess what? The price, the shares gonna take a hit. Think about when the money get back to flowing. What's gonna happen?
So this is where the extra money that should have been saved throughout the months and years is supposed to be
This,
dumped into
this is
stocks.
when this is what's gonna happen. Y'all that was working that didn't save no money, you gonna feel it. I hate to say it like that, you gonna feel it because you can't take advantage Oh, this is a wealth change going on. Not a get rich quick thing, a wealth change for people that understand money. Because I'm not sitting here telling you it's going right back up real fast. I'm telling you, I'm putting my money in it for 2, 3, 4 years down the road. Now my $1,000 might have brought me $70,000, $80,000 per $1,000 or something like that. Or if I could drop some more money in there, I'm gonna drop it where I can get some bigger money in there. Now you see the wealth change. Now you done made $1 million type deal. Cause guess what? Company was at 100, you might have kicked it all the way back down at $6. Now they get back on stride, Chris, and now they was already going to the highs. Now it go past 100. Now
Right,
we
it go past it.
100. Now we in the 250. Now we in the 300. Now we on Facebook, Google type status. And we bought it at $6. Go look at how many articles you read and people be telling you like, dang man, I wish I had invested that 25,000 in Google or Facebook. It'd been worth 8 figures right now. Are we gonna keep saying that, or are we gonna do something about that? Guess what? I done missed out younger on the last wave that happened. Cause like I said, we weren't educated at the time. I'm educated now. So then I got posted something the other day, like, hey, y'all need to be buying stocks. That's however you take it. I'm gonna buy the stocks. If y'all wanna go get your cars, your houses, go ahead. I know the right way to get all that. But
Right,
right
they give you
now,
an opportunity every year, every 5 to 10 years, they give you an opportunity to. The market gives you an opportunity to get in a perfect wave. This is one of those perfect waves. It was a tsunami, it wiped out, but it's coming back with another wave. This is one of those
and
waves that
like
have a
God
couple.
working with it. Guess what? I almost bought another crib, but guess what? Now, real estate gonna take a hit for a second. People gotta recover.
It's the
Guess
best
what?
time to buy.
Guess what's gonna happen, Christian? Now it changes. Where it was a buying market, now people trying to sell stuff off. Now I might go get the $1 million house for 200,000, 300,000.
Easy,
Cause
easy.
I got the cash on hand or access to it on hand. See, people don't understand that. Y'all buying it at the high market. Now they just came in and took everybody the money. And it's sad. I said I know people retirements down to their last pennies. Like that last little bump, oh, they made sure. Like I knew it was going down. I ain't gonna sit and say, hey, I knew it was going down to 6,500, but we knew the market was going down. We did know that. That's something you'll learn, like I said, you get in the classes and start learning the private information. You would have seen that and know how to set yourself up probably for what's happening right now. That's why those CEOs got out. They know.
Wow.
They got certain levels. They got certain triggers. Guess what? Oh, you hit that trigger. I ain't chancing no more. You know what? Let's go on to pull out. And guess what? And then when they pulled out, that's when the other hit came in. I go down for it. They just cashed out. It was already up. The market was at all-time high, so they already up. You know they've been on I think I seen an article today. It's probably been like, I had to go back and verify, but it's been almost over 7-8 year run up straight on the market right now.
Yeah, it was a good bull for a long time, man.
So
Good bull.
think about what we're talking about right now. Them guys was bulls 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
Now they cash out from 7-8 years ago. They not hurt. They made money.
Okay. So let's just hear some real stories of people calling you ready to play ball right now, knowing the times and the sense of urgency that people have kind of they let go by, baby. Like you say, you getting phone calls saying, look, I didn't hear you the first time, but I hear you on this wave. And they're more prepared for this wave than they've ever been.
Oh yeah. I got some people I know, like, they know I've been doing this for a minute now. Like, They done heard me before. They definitely hear me now. Cause like I said, I don't post all the time. So they know when I put that up, like, oh, shoot, you know what? I missed that first wave. It's kind of like what I'm talking about. I missed the first wave. People see that now. I got, hey, people I'm cool with now, hey, they already got their account set up. They already got the wires. Probably gonna be on the phone with their bank in the morning. They're gonna be buying these stocks I'm talking about.
All right, what stocks are you talking about?
Man, tech, energy, hotels. It's a lot of them out there. Do your research. I give you a few. Like I'm investing in Carnival Cruise. It's going back up. It was a $70 stock at one time. I caught it at $7. So I'm at $10. Probably gonna buy some more tomorrow. That's why I'm finna email my broker. I mean my banker now. I'm gonna wire some more money. I'm steady buying. MGM. Guess what? All the casinos closed. People love to gamble. MGM one of the biggest names out there. What you think it's gonna do? It's gonna go back up to normal levels.
Now, you see, this is where the Americans can get rich and stay rich is because they invest back in American companies right now. They take their savings and they put back into the American companies, and then the American companies actually pay them through giving their people wages
And
again.
I'm gonna explain something like I had to explain to them, but you invested in well-known companies gonna be around. It's a such thing as a dividend. So yeah, we get at a cheaper price, but we also, when everything go back to normal, these companies was paying out dividends to their shareholders every quarter. For instance, Delta. I'm finna buy Delta. I ain't bought it yet. Trying to see if it's gonna take one more hit. Cause I done shut down a lot of stuff. I want to see if it's gonna take one more hit, but I'll buy it where it's at right now. I ain't gonna wait too long. I'll buy it where it's at right now. But Delta pays a dividend of like 55 cents per share, pretty much almost every 3 months. Now they suspended it for a second while the crisis going on, but they've been paying that for the longest.
55 cents a share.
Dividend, they were spending out, man, they was paying a quarterly dividend.
A quarterly dividend?
Quarterly.
I mean, well, people want more than 0.5%, 0.50%.
55 cents a share. If you got some money in there, like it ain't a lot of shareholders. You gotta think about it. These guys they can live off the interest. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That's interest on top of what you put in there. That's almost $2 a share every year off the money you already got in there.
Like I already know, the numbers are going to speak for themselves. The numbers speak for
So,
themselves,
so
particularly.
for instance, if you got 5,000 shares and they just gave you $2 and you still got your other money in there, you can live off the dividends and the interest. That's simple stuff. That's the stuff you can put in your bank account. And you still got the stock that you bought at a good price. Like, it's a different world. I'm trying to get people to see, like, yeah, I can say buy a stock, but we can still have a real conversation. But yeah, you got dividends and splits and all kind of stuff that happen with stocks. That's extra money.
Oh yeah. All
So
right. Well, I think the numbers are a little intense to sometimes to some people, because it's think about it. Most people don't have the wherewithal to, let us just say, they're in a control position as far as buying stock right now. They're more concerned about buying food, staying and looking at the news, and the population wants to feel safe in that respect. So then you get to you're buying. I mean, it sounds like you're buying right now. Are you selling anything?
man, I ain't selling nothing. I'm selling the market when I trade every day. That's what we selling.
Okay, let's go into this day trader life stuff. The day trader life is there's a you can see. What's interesting is how do you feel about the demographic, the split between 40 and under right now for online trading mentality as opposed to the 40 and up crew 41 and up crew that maybe still manual labor, hasn't really delved into the market as far as stocks or online business. What do you think the market is like? Do you think that that's pretty accurate that the younger group wants to do the trading, day trading, whereas the older group doesn't want to day trade?
Well, the younger ones probably don't want to do it no more because they ain't learning it from the right people, doing it the correct way. They probably got wiped out when the first few hits went down.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And people like, oh, well, yeah, that you can listen to these guys online. Trust me, they ain't making no money because they. What I always talked about, the quick strategies go away real fast. So, for instance, now you got brokers. They change the margin requirements. Now you got to have more money. Now you get in the trade where you're just making them little small little gains. Now the spread is there wide. You can't even get in to make the money because the market is very volatile right now. I already know a lot of the younger ones that lost a lot of money. I know that. You still got people out here preaching, oh, we doing this and doing that. No. Tell them to show you the numbers what they did. They ain't gonna show you the numbers. So that's why I said I don't have time for that. I learn from a different type of people. I learn from people that actually worked on the institution side, that bank side. We ain't looking for the quick move. We're looking at what the market actually gonna do. Well, I can sit in my trade for a month because I know what the market gonna do. So that's what we're talking about. We know it's gonna change directions. We saw that. I had told you that. You see, I be calling the numbers out to you all the time. Like, look,
Yeah.
it's gonna go right back up the hill. But guess what? They trying to save a lot of people right now. I would give them credit. This is what y'all understand. Y'all might give Trump a hard time or whoever put these new rules in. They saved a lot of companies from going bankrupt, and they saved a lot of y'all jobs because they paused in the market. They didn't do
Oh,
that
officially.
fast.
Oh, officially. That was that. When you just said that right now, I was like, is he about to say that's the pause? The pause just saved people's job. Like, they can't say nothing. He should get reelected off of that. Like, the fact that they have some type of safeguard in the market, the pause, and like you say, not only can they pause down, they paused up. They paused up. It's like, where are we at right now? Do you not understand that if you are working, quote unquote, or not, that was a safeguard?
There's a safeguard, so you better take advantage. Cause
They
like,
say a
hey,
loophole for the rich. That's a loophole for everybody. That was that
that was
was
a
a
loophole for
loophole for.
everybody. Cause you wanna know why they paused? The market's supposed to be went back up to the 8,000s Friday. They paused it because I see they trying to take care of the working class and they trying to make sure we ain't just got no dominant rich people taking advantage of it this time. Because we had it went back up, they doing the same thing I'm doing. I would have felt the benefit of it. It kept going up and they just didn't have no pause to it. They don't want nobody to get super rich like that this time around. So they making the CEOs and all them earn their money. Like you got to maintain your company. Oh no, you ain't finna get super rich off of us. We're gonna take care of you, make sure you stay back stabilized, but we're gonna make sure y'all operate like y'all supposed to be operating. This time around, ain't nobody getting super rich. When you get some bread, don't get me wrong, people making some money. Like I'm making some money trading, but it ain't that Bitcoin overnight time. No, they ain't gonna let that happen again. They learned that with Bitcoin. Nah, that'll never happen again. Y'all gotta understand the government controls people with the money. If you're not ready for that type of money, the government don't want you with that type of money. Especially when they don't know what you got. So they playing it careful. That's what them pauses coming in at. They playing careful this time.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's crazy is how much surveillance that you could say would be there, and literally they could see people's account and how wealthy people are getting through the accounts.
Yeah.
Especially the brokers. The brokers are the ones that are exchanging, you know, and that's crazy that there will be some oversight where they can see who's getting wealthier, like you say, and just pause it, and
Like even just like with me and you, even with all this going on, where we was at? We was at DC pretty much at a wealth conference. These wealthy people ain't stopping what they doing, man. Like,
Would you say they're doing business in the Hamptons?
yeah, they in the Hamptons. They still doing business. Then they doing business tax free. Like, I'm trying to get around them type of people to see what they doing. They not hiding their money. The government know what they doing. That's why they got these pauses in. Like, they gonna let them make their money because they doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on when you
Yeah.
see even the companies that people say that they've invested in privately. A lot of Americans that we know, and they've invested in a lot of the tech companies privately, and maybe they did take a hit, but like you say, they're going into what's considered a sanctuary right now, masterminding together and building, because
These
even
things
if
people know. Look at Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, what he told you? Yeah, I bought in the Lion Nation. I took a hit, but you heard the but I'm finna go buy some more. You wanna know why he's saying that? Lion Nation is one of the biggest venue promoters around here.
And like I say, you think about that. That's just another rich person telling you, look, right now I've been wanting to get this for a long goddamn time, and it's finally at a goddamn steal of a deal price. I'm going in. I don't give a damn how much it go. I'm going in. They telling you I'm taking what I got and I'm putting it into this because
He telling you. So, like, I'm in front of Lion Nation. Lion Nation in January was at $72, $73. It got down to $21. Why he ain't gonna go buy no more? He already invested in the company. That's the same way, like, for instance, like when I bought Carnival, bought it last week at $10. Friday took a dump. Now Thursday took a dump. Went on down to $7. Guess what I did? I didn't cry because I'm not looking at my account for the gains right now. So if I looked at my account, it's like I already lost money, but I really haven't. You know what I did? I put some more money in there, bought it at $7. Guess what? It's going back up.
it's almost like buying these companies for pennies right
It's
now.
already at $12. So think about that. I'm gonna just give y'all a little quick example. This if y'all just trying to get in and get out quick. It was at 7. I'm at 12. Get to 14. I pretty much double my money, right?
Right.
I could take that. I just made some money. I didn't play around with my money. So if I had $1,000 left, I just doubled my money on something that's growing my money. But I'm like around too many people that making money. I see how they think. I ain't thinking about it right now. I don't give a care if the market don't go back for another year. I'm still gonna hold all them stocks. Like you said, y'all just allowed me to get into some of the major companies at a good price that I probably would have never been able to get into. It's gonna be around for a while, and it's gonna take this ride back up, and probably go higher than before. I got to take advantage. I can't miss out on the wealth change. That's why I say it's a wealth change. It's not a get rich thing. It's what they call a wealth change. The richer is going to be wealthy. The ones that were millionaires might become billionaires. The ones that had a couple 100,000 might become multi-millionaires. That's what I call wealth change. And that's what's about to happen.
Cornell, I'ma just give the facts. We are living every moment and every second. It's almost like you living in the market, and the market is exchanging dollars every minute. I mean, that's what's going on right now, whether the market looks dead or not. The marketplace is exchanging hands, and it's capital.
And guess what? Hilton, $60. Hilton in January, Christian, was at, I can't tell what it is. It looked like about 115. 116
Okay.
per share. It's at $60.
That's half. That's not bad. And this is who, Hilton?
Hilton.
Yeah, we were talking about hotel companies earlier. Of course, that's a halfway. That's not a good buy to get in. But if you got it to get in, get in.
That's a good buy if you got
Good buy.
some bigger money to get in.
Because even I mean, you think of I think this is where your skills to
Hold
get
on.
in good companies
But
comes in.
see, this is what I go through the stock. this is what I'm doing on the weekend. I'm going through these companies like I know that's gonna be around, like Marriott.
Yeah, like Marriott.
Marriott went up. The market went down Friday, but Marriott stock up 7% on Friday. Marriott at $74. Marriott was at almost $160 in January.
Damn, so how do you have the hotels? That just shows you the hotels didn't need the bailout. The hotels are still making money. And like I said on the last
Now they should,
episode, the
and
the
think about it. You just said
hotels
it.
are held up by
And they're
business
going
travel.
and they're gonna bail them out. So they're gonna give them the money. So all the money they losing,
They
they
about to
gonna
put in
pay
a
them
new
out
loan.
with a low interest loan. They're gonna recover. They stock gonna recover. They're gonna pay the government their money back, and they gonna go about their business. And they really didn't lose anything.
Right. That's what's going to happen. Theirs wasn't down much if you listen to it. Is those numbers look a little, those are strong numbers. Like I say, the business market holds up the hotels. Like you say, business is still getting done, whether people know it or not. They're still first class is still pretty full, when you're riding around. So that's just the bottom line. It's not one of those things that the business market is not holding up. Even the internet. When you talk about the states, well, like I say, if the states is living off entertainment and technology, what is holding up the states right now? Technology. Silicon Valley single-handedly is holding up the states, whether it's the banks or Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley has created technology that people are communicating right now and are, I mean, you think about other quote unquote natural disasters such as 9/11. They didn't say everybody stay in. They told people maybe in New York. We shut down New York. Well, now everything's broadcasted specifically through a social medium of entertainment, whatever medium it is, and you just see the information flow right now, and that's why you say, well, what is hot? How can you know what's hot if you're listening to the bad news? So when you hear, oh wow, stocks are at a low. We're talking about stocks right now. Why talk about stocks when we need to? What about grocery stores? How are grocery stores doing, Cornell? Let's hear them.
Oh, they probably way up. Let me see. Walmart probably up. Ain't no tell.
Walmart's up for sure. Amazon's up. Now we're not saying that they didn't take a dip, but we're saying that you
It's
know
Walmart down. What they do, but they ain't even showing me the chart on Walmart. That's crazy. They ain't showing the charts on there. See, they don't want you to see that. Like Walmart probably with $200-300 stock.
But you got to go to the lower time frame.
No, I'm on TD Ameritrade. I'm actually looking at the company profile.
Um, yeah. So
For instance,
hopefully,
like the Amazon. Yeah, this is what happens. You might catch an Amazon down to $40. Amazon is a $2,000 stock now. That's what you gotta look at. Long haul. When Buffett tell you he making his money, American Express took him almost 8 years to get that money back. Coca-Cola took him pretty much almost the same time. The man sitting there and making his money.
but Coca-Cola is a stock right now that still is doing really well, and I've seen more people buy Coke in a little bit.
Company's not going nowhere. That's why he buy them. He tell you that. So when I hear that man tell me that, you know what? It made me change my perspective. How I'm thinking, like, okay, we ain't just investing in company. If I got some extra money and I get some inside information, yeah, we might take a chance. But other than that, for the family money, I gotta go invest in something I know is gonna be around. I go invest in a brand that's been out here, that's got a good name. Boeing, like for me, Boeing. When you hear Trump talking about he's not gonna let them fail, I want to hear stuff like that. I won't go,
Okay.
guess what? I won't go buy Boeing, but I go buy the company that do 75% of their business for them, which is GE. I do my research. They make me start researching. I don't follow the money. Guess what? GE is a well-known brand.
Yeah.
GE, I've been talking about GE before this even happened.
Well, what is Johnson and Johnson doing if that's the case? Because I mean, there's like a few. I mean, Johnson Johnson. Remember that movie that I told people
Yeah.
about called the 1%, and I think that was about Johnson and Johnson, and he was trying to do the research on their family, and they wasn't trying to let him record. They were like, "No, son, we won't let you record our private trust meetings." It was like, really, man.
Johnson and Johnson was at 150. Beginning of January is at 120 right now.
Yeah, because people were
Yeah,
buying
they
it.
ain't take a major hit, but like I said, people buying products from there.
That's a old reliable though.
But they still got it. The street still got it as a buy. Credit Suisse got them outperforming. For
Oh,
whatever.
they are going to outperform for sure. They're an
Yeah,
outperformer. They're an outperformer. They're going to outperform this year. Where you had to sit in that one for a while, it's time for you to get paid. That's just the bottom line. If you've been sitting in Johnson and Johnson, it's called getting a dividend
yeah.
quarterly.
You finna get a nice little dividend because people buying them products.
Right. So, like I say, it sounds like these stocks are for pennies on a dollar right now, and to divert the attention to maybe getting in more control. This is why they call it the 1%. I think that's what it is, Cornelius, because you're ready when the time comes,
To take
and the
advantage.
time is now.
Yeah, time is now.
The time is now. It's where you invested all that money in education for yourself to be prepared to pull a trigger.
It is what they
And
teach in school. Like I just seen something earlier on Pinterest, they was talking about that. You invest in educating yourself, but they don't teach you to educate yourself and invest in your own businesses. So this was happening.
well, I think they got the self-development industry out there now for that. They trying to tell you how to develop yourself to get the money. But a lot of the stuff that we even talk about when it comes to business and things of that nature are not taught in even school when you try to go to school and get that education. So it's going to be you need a lot of mentoring. I think we see that the marketplace needs more mentoring, more individual coaching, and right now, that's going to have to you got to pay to play. The online mentoring should be in an upheave right now. It should be literally just growing crazy, where people are getting online educated while they're home for a brief second here. It's a shift in wealth. It's a shift in education. The people that are able to provide internet services, services over the internet, products over the internet, are going to thrive and survive, where our others are going to feel a major effect of feeling an effect, period, and maybe buying and holding may be a good position for them
Yeah.
because they're not
Yeah,
having to,
like
you know,
I say Lyft probably be better than Uber from looking at the data. But if you a millennial, you want it, guess what? Lyft is way down. Lyft was at 80 something dollars.
we live at 26.
Yeah, Lyft is at $21 now. It went down some more.
It's called to buy.
April of last year, Lyft was over $80. People still use Lyft, and that's B1. That's even millennial. You didn't understand some of these other stuff. That's what you gotta look at. Like, what do people use? Like, Lyft and Uber gonna be around. It's the new thing. It's gonna be around, but will it be around 20, 30 years down the road? I can't tell you. It might be one I catch at 20, it get to 50 or 60, I cash out and go buy something else that's a little bit more in line to what my thinking process is now. I don't
It
think
has such a strong, but it actually has such a strong recovery price right now, even at the 50 range, the high 80. You think about it, when the cities start to moving, they're going to take Uber and Lyft. And that's the thing about it. is you might even start seeing more of it. They might start holding strong in this market where people start using that more. Possibly not though, because I guess they're distancing and stuff like that. But either way, those markets are going to be propped up. And like you say, it has a lot of upside. I like those ones that have the upside though. The upside is a lot more. You know, the earning ratio is just so much better than right now. You know, where like you say, the Hilton or the hotel or the Marriott, it just they seem a little bit. You know, you got to kind of you're not a lot of upside on it, even though they might even like you say, Credit Suisse and certain companies will have it outperforming others. That's still a big deal to know that they're going to outperform their last year's earnings. That's a huge deal, actually. Um, I just think that Cornell, can you talk about from a cultural perspective the mentality that can be that maybe is not taught in public school, but for that reason, for the ones that have heard you, and now it's time to act in mass to say, look, you can have your piece of American pie, whether that's through a stock in a company, not just a mutual fund that diversifies you and partially takes you over, but on the back end of that, of you actually winning with your piece of American pie, once again, still dividend, but at the same time, really actually taking control of what was that not there in the first place, the finance. The finance wasn't in, they weren't in control of the finance, quote unquote. And so now they're able to invest, quote unquote, or be inside of a company that is going to hold strong throughout American history. And they're going to be able to have their piece of American history. Now, this isn't just insurance. We're talking about actually companies that are going to grow, that are going to own others and morph off and things of that nature. So it's a piece of American pie, you know what I mean, of the dream or whatever. So, because somebody else's dream is left for them to even make money off of that dream itself. So, could you talk about the shift in mindset where you are now to where the culture may be at, and how there needs to be a shift rather quickly into the wealth mindset, or immediately
I ain't gonna say the
enacted?
wealth mindset. One thing about wealthy people, they build their families up. They build generational wealth. So you go to school, they training you to go get a job. Whether you're a doctor or whatever, and you get one of these high paying jobs, you're not learning what an Ivy League kid is learning. An Ivy League kid is learning how to go run a business. I ain't talking about be the manager. They're gonna be the CEO. They're gonna be the CFO of the company. Or they're gonna have their own company. Or they're gonna leave school and open their own company. They don't teach you that at the regular college. And then our lack of learning for our family, you realize, let's go back. People ain't gonna wanna hear this. Y'all watching the Netflix right now with Madam C.J. Walker. She stayed next door to Rockefeller. Actually, the first female millionaire was black. That's before black or white. But people have so much pride and get caught up in certain things that don't really mean anything right now. Y'all go to black college, Rockefellers pretty much sponsored a lot of the black colleges, and some of them named after family members. But you had to argue with people. Now see people just sitting around on the internet. You just read, you just watching TV. You're not educating yourself to see what's going on out here. So guess what? You know, people get mad all the time because you say something about a HBCU. Guess who you think fund them? The foundations. Don't white people you talking about. Yes, they fund your HBCU. Yes, some of them is named after someone. Y'all don't realize that. But they provided that education for you because they wanted you to be educated to go work in some of the companies they had. They got to diversify. They see the world changing. That's how a person rich thinks. You see the world changing. You trying to stay ahead of that. You got to adjust. You just can't go to work every day. How many of y'all taking advantage of this time being off and actually applying yourself, or you just out? I'm gonna go work out. I don't watch TV. I'm just gonna relax and chill. Man, I ain't relaxing and chill since this been going on. I know what I'm trying to do for my family. Guess what? When people were scared to travel, I was in DC. I wasn't finna miss it. Guess what? And I'm glad I went. The information I got, boom, it gave me something to work on. Guess what? That's what I've been working on.
I appreciate you saying that. It made me feel good about myself right there for a second. Cause I was like, man, I was like, I didn't hear you talk to me about it yet. And then, now, it's always about providing value.
If I'm sitting there talking to a guy, I'm gonna share this with y'all. Y'all see I do the webinars. I even go to people private conferences and stuff like that. You don't get the information unless you're in the room. It ain't made for TV and the internet. Go into the room where I'm at. Then you'll see that when you're looking at Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and them on TV talking about donate money, you see what they're really doing, then you'll change your mind and you start educating yourself. Stop sitting around and being fascinated with what other people doing. I ain't fascinated with what they doing. I'm gonna go do the same thing they doing. I'm gonna make the IRS like me, cause I'm gonna operate how they operate. I ain't gotta go hide my money. But guess what? I'm in a private section learning this. If I gotta go pay that person, I'm gonna go pay for it. How many of y'all willing to invest in yourself? I'm willing to invest in myself. They didn't pay for my ticket to go to DC. I pay for my own ticket, my own room. If I gotta pay for the event, I'm gonna pay for the event. If it's gonna benefit the family, when I say benefit the family, my whole family, even my kids, I'm gonna invest. How many people really do that? Y'all don't do that. Some of y'all.
And I think it does require.
Right here, this gonna be a culture shock for you, because see, some of y'all with the $100,000 job, your company gonna cut some of them jobs back. This is what happens when you get the government to step in. They gotta pay the government back. They're not bringing all them jobs back. So some of y'all that's furloughed and everything else, you may not even get your job back. That's why I said the real estate and all that finna probably take another hit. Because, yeah, they're gonna go back to normal, Christian, but they ain't going back to normal no time soon. Yeah, them $100,000 jobs gonna get cut down. You're gonna see a lot of more plant and regular work type jobs pop up. For instance, Amazon. Well, Amazon said they're hiring 100,000 people. Who's to say Amazon ain't gonna get rid of now all these offices and buildings they got now? Oh, ain't nobody thinking about that. You ain't prepared about that. You just think, oh well, I'm good. They said they're gonna give us a check or they're gonna pay our wages. You better look at what's going on to keep up with the future. It may work out good for Amazon when they hire these 100,000. We don't need that building over here no more, Christian. We don't need this over there no more. We can replace 5 of them buildings with these 100,000 people right here. That's somebody's job going away. Nobody thinking about that. Everybody relax right now. Everybody in panic. And they keep putting stuff on TV. Really not that many people dying. In the cases, I heard them say, oh, somebody young or something like that that died from. I see New Jersey. I just got something on my phone. New Jersey just released the first person from the hospital that had the coronavirus. Released them from the hospital. So I dissect things like that. When I'm over here, I'm gonna keep on by and let me know. Couple weeks, this right here, they're gonna nip it in the bud because they gotta get back to normal before they lose too much money. Stuff gonna start easing back up. Come tomorrow, where we at? Market at 6,000. What's the problem? The market ain't back over at 73, 7,400 tomorrow.
What's too much? What do you think is a complete market sell-off?
To be honest, where it's at right now, me looking at what I'm looking at, it did hit the same spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Market gone. And see, y'all think the market open up on Monday. Actually, the market been open up in an hour or so. And there's some other stuff you got to learn in the room. Market open in about another hour or so. People, I'm finna get to making some money here. He know next couple hours I'll be sitting in the house making my money. It didn't change nothing for me. I don't think it changed for me. To be honest, it helping me save more money. I'm spending more money on food because everybody going crazy buying all the food. I'm just making sure I'm stocked up. But other than that, it actually helped me save money. I would probably went to the movies 2-3 times and went out to eat a few times and all that other stuff like normal life. But I already got the mindset. I'm building the cash up. They just saving me more money. Now,
Well, I think, your mindset has always been a very attractive thing. It's been very different, than the common public that may have to go in and do some work. They can't just sit at home on a computer and do 360s in their spinning chair and click order filled. And so now you get into someone that's saying, hey, look,
I
I'm
can't,
trading.
but when people call me, when all these people calling me back that been watching, most people that been around me know like Cornell been doing this almost 7, 8, it's about 6, 7 years now. Dude ain't work for nobody. I left $100,000 job. I don't get nobody no excuse when they talking to me. I don't come from money. My parents didn't have money like that. I remember Cornell stayed in a trailer in a house with 2 sides. Like, ain't no excuse.
That's a double wide. Use it a double wide.
It wasn't even no double wide. It was a single wide.
It said it had 2 sides though. A double wide is two
No,
sides.
I'm talking about a house. The house was so
Oh,
small it only had 2 sides.
God damn.
I had to sleep in the room with my mama. That's when my dad was in the military. So I don't give people no
Oh
excuse.
man.
So
Oh,
why I'm gonna give you an excuse to call me with an excuse? I don't come from bread. And most people that catch on the trade don't have them degrees and stuff, to be honest with you.
right.
When I could teach a dude that's in prison this and he already making money with it, you can't give me no excuse. That means you ain't trying to change your family. Because what that man said, when I get out, I ain't trying to go back doing what I'm doing. Guess what? He still had access to resources. Hey, they gave him the internet. He sat down. He ordered the book. He learning it. So when he get out, guess what? He ain't got to put his family through that no more. He gonna move on. So there ain't no excuse for nobody. There's you sitting at the house. I can't make you go get the money for your family. You can talk big all day. You're not impressing me because you got $100,000 job or you the manager at your job. Then you get around me and think I talk big. No, I'm not talking big. Guess what? I just bought 2 houses, 2 flip and sell because of the stuff I'm learning. I'm sitting at the house, I'm trading, I'm making money, whether that market go up or down. Now you give me the third add on, I'm finna buy stock and create the family wealth. It ain't even for me. That's for my kids and stuff down the road.
Well, that's why I say it was interesting to hear that you got some value out of the workshop. Because it was like, okay, I always
And
aim
talk
to make
about that
sure
level,
you give value.
that's a whole nother rich folks thinking process. Like these folks using life insurance and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, yeah,
they making tax-free investments. You telling me my kid can have I can set the kids up on these insurance policies. They got access to 25, 30 years old down the road where they got $1 million, $2 million off insurance.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening. And I ain't too big not to listen. See, other people get, Cornell and Chris, they be just talking big. It ain't no. We still gonna go invest in ourselves with other people too.
Yeah.
Is somebody making sense? I'm not scared to go invest when I know it's gonna be something that's gonna provide for the family. That's why we in trust. You got to build the assets of the family. You say you're trying to build generational wealth. This is how they build a generational wealth. You get in the room like, oh, it ain't just about the money. Oh,
No, no, no. Definitely. So much more ancillary
yeah.
information is oh my gosh, too much, man. It's crazy. It's an education system, that needs to be provided. I thought about that today. I said, you know, when you die tomorrow, would you want that education to be taught? And I say, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing is you have to educate the population at this point to get internet money. If they're not able to get internet money, a lot of jobs are just going to be replaced by the internet, some type of AI or something of that nature. It's like, well, I would particularly want to invest in AI, but financial education
And
is.
I'm the type, and this I got to get people to start seeing. Because my mentor did it with me. Nobody's going to hold your hand through this process.
That's a fact.
Christian already know how I am. I'm going to tell you a few times, then I'm going to leave it alone. If you really want it, you'll pick up that phone or you'll find a way to get in contact and you'll invest in yourself and get it done. That's how people did with me from before I started trading, just getting into business, getting around real people. Everybody looking for a handout. You don't want to put the work in. So just like this, Christian been asking me about getting on here, but he already know how I am. I only gonna tell people so many times, like, I can't help you. You can call me out there and say you want to take care of your family, but then you ain't doing it. Cornell gonna go mute on you. Because guess what? I'm over here trying to do stuff for my family. You playing. I don't have time to play with people that ain't moving like me. So y'all gotta change our environment. If you around people that not motivating you to better your family or helping you better your family, you might need to look at your friends. Like, I'm not scared to cut people off. Like, that's part of being on this side. That's why you hear them say it's 1%. Y'all think people have bad attitudes? No. When you get in the environment, you'll see it's not them. You're gonna have a few occasional ones that's gonna have a bad attitude, but the majority that made it and that 1%, they got a reason behind. And it probably was built off them building something for their family and leaving a legacy. So it's the thinking process. We can sit and talk about these stocks all day. 98% of you is not gonna do it. You're gonna procrastinate. So why would I come on here every day and preach to you about you getting money for your family when I gotta go take care of my family also? And if you ain't trying to take care of yours, I'm not gonna be on here every day on the internet for you, trying to say, hey, Christian, let's go on there and tell them to buy some stock. No, you got to hear me. You got to hear me very well and take advantage of it. So now that people that been around me for a while, that missed out the first time, that know me for years, they paying attention. When I get the phone call now, man, how I set it up. All right, I got to set up how I put the money. They know, like, and then I can say to you, bro, you showing improvement. You ain't work for nobody. I ain't even finna call you and give you no big debate about what I need to be doing for my family. Where I need to put the money at. And that's how we move. So guess what? Once they see that and start progress, and now guess what? They're gonna own up more. Like, you know what, I gotta get this done for the family, that done for the family. But guess what? They really did it on their own. They saw me, but they made the decision on their own. Now you see the progress. Now maybe it's because some of y'all ain't progress, but some of y'all ain't progress because you're around the wrong people.
And this questions every man's manhood right now when it comes
Oh
to
yeah.
providing, when it comes to saying, okay, I'm not going to let somebody put me in a stupor and I'm going to go out here and level up. And this is one of those moments I can say, because it questions even right now as we have this conversation, what are you going to do that changes from even this moment forward in history of your life to moving forward? It really does make you say that, because what are you going to do? What is going to be different? What's going to put the M's in your family's bank account? More M's in your family's bank account.
We're gonna keep, like I said, we're gonna keep depending. Y'all think I'm worried about the government giving me $3,000? I'm not applying for that. Then they're gonna tax you back on it later on. Come on, like, Everybody talking about these checks. Doc, you got a family. You think I'm sitting there worried about the government taking care of this and that for me? No. I know how the government operates. I can operate with the government, but I ain't trying to operate with the government like that. I don't need the handout.
And that's the difference in mindset, Cornell, is you feel like you got this control over your life that others may feel that they don't have over their life. And that's a fact, is you don't feel that way. So Cornell got a feeling of control. He feels secure in himself. So beside the fact that you got a feeling, now you doing something about it. So the fact that you got this control, Cornell, did it feel like a sacrifice when you was making it? When you was giving up time?
Got to sacrifice.
All right, that's just, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice.
You know that. All the way to the setup, to the insurance and everything else. Guess what? Yeah, we went to the thing, but it's a sacrifice. All right. It ain't really a sacrifice. It's just being smart in it. You got to pay for information.
It's a pay price to action for sure. And I think I actually said that in the last episode, because we're in the information age, but it's like information ain't free. The information that's coming free ain't good. So the stuff you got to pay for and pay excessive amounts or invest discretionary, like they call it discretionary money, quote unquote, you got to invest discretionary. And that's just the issue I think that people get. But Cornell, you got this feeling right now, this calm in the middle of the storm, that
I feel good.
all right. I know you feel good. This is one of the moments in life where we probably feel the best right now.
Even about the skill that I'm teaching everybody. You know, just like I know, market is doing crazy stuff right now, but the market is swinging a lot of money to people that know what they're doing. So, like I said, $400 is easy to be $20,000 when you learn the skill. So why am I over here stressing when I'm making money every day? I hate to say it. I'm making money every day sitting at the house. Then I invested in some things like it really ain't, the market ain't really affecting what I invested in. I got money coming in. Why am I sitting worried about if the government give me $3,000 or they vote on something? Man.
All right, well, you're different. You got some things set up. You've been invested in the game for a long time. A lot of people, this is the path they've been on. They had the
Ain't nothing different. We're gonna keep using that excuse. Oh, Cornell, Cornell tell you where he came from. So when you gonna get started? Or we gonna just keep saying the same thing? That's how my mentors talk to me. You gonna keep saying the same thing, or you gonna go do it? I didn't start no money. Nobody ever gave me no money.
But I think Cornell actually, and this is
Nobody
actually a great.
gave me no money.
No. We don't need. Well, okay, there are actually quite a few, the 40 and up crew, that they got the pension, that they're still sitting on 25K in the mutual fund. They're still sitting on 60K. They're still sitting on 100K. Not a lot are sitting on too much more than that because the market is not that. The market people still have money in the market, but when it comes to the 401K, that type of mentality, they might have 5,000, 10,000. Some money, some cash in it. So even if you had a minimum of 10K, what would your mindset be with minimum 10K in your hands from a job perspective right now, Cornell?
First of all, people got jobs. I'm gonna tell y'all how I got to where I'm at. You got a job. One or two things going on. You're going to job, you're going home, you take care of your bills, you got nice stuff, you got your car, you cool. Or you going to your job, stacking your bread, investing in something you want to do yourself, and trying to get up out of there. Once I finally realized what I wanted to do, guess what? That's what I did. So I had an office job, making $60,000 a year. You know what? Dudes working outside, they working overtime, but they making $100-something a year. I'm trying to get up out of here. I already seen the writing on the door. People getting laid off every 3 months. I'm finna get up out of here. I go outside. Guess what? I'm gonna work the overtime. I'm gonna put my money to the side to start me a business, my own business. And I'm gonna tell y'all how easy it is when you get your mind made up. I took that money instead of going and blow it and bought me a commercial cleaner franchise. I started at the lowest level that he offered, $1,100 a month, because I was still working a job. Guess what? I was around good people. One of my closest friends, guess what? He working, he got the same mindset I got. We're gonna do it together. Let's try to go and bump this up real quick. Lo and behold, 4 months down the road, we both making 3-4 times what we was making at the job. Quickly. Well, like I said, when I make my mind to do stuff, I'm gonna do it. And I roll with them type of people. So when I get stuff done around them type of people, ain't no excuse. I didn't have no money saved up, but guess what? I knew I wasn't finna be doing that and worry about if I'm gonna have a job every 3 months. I wasn't gonna sit here and just depend on the minimum when I got kids and everything else. And I want nice stuff just like everybody else want nice stuff. Ain't no excuse. You got to get started. Guess what? When I was outside with them older guys, and they, like I said, it's all about the environment. I'm telling them what I want to do, and I wasn't doing it. Conversation stop. Hey, stop talking to me, Carter. Until you go do it, I ain't gonna even help you no more. You done talked about it long enough. He said, this is what people do. We talk about what we want to do, but we never put no action to it. And guess what? Conversations end. So guess what I had to do? If I want the conversation to start back, well, shit, let me go get the business started. All right, let me work. I ain't got the money. I'm gonna work these extra hours. I won't work them extra hours just because I can go get a new car. No, I work them extra hours. I'm trying to get up out of there. And it panned out 4 or 5 months down the road after I committed to doing that. I was the first one in the franchise to even build it to that level. Me and my buddy was. They weren't even on that level. They started using me to advertise. I still got a good relationship with the guy to this day. But that's how I go with things. Like even with the trade. I ran across that person when I had my business. Didn't even tell me what he did. I knew he made money. I showed up where he told me to show up to. He didn't even tell me about what he did. The only thing he told me was like, look, I see you working hard. I got some. You learn this. You won't have to worry about no money no more for the rest of your life. They didn't tell me it was trading at that time. But I didn't procrastinate. I started being around the right people. So I started moving differently than what I used to move. I wasn't so relaxed. Guess what? I went and he showed me. Now, 6 years, 7 years later, this is where I'm at. And I took some of what he taught and I still went out and expanded myself. And that's how I keep growing. And y'all see, I keep expanding myself. Key word, myself, my family. I don't need the government to provide nothing. They already provide. Y'all
Now,
don't
see, it's funny.
understand. Rich people deal with a different department at the IRS. That's private environment conversation. So why am I gonna procrastinate? Oh man, Cornell, that's Cornell. No, ain't no just Cornell. Cornell just showed you how you got started. Regular job, just like you. I just broke it down for you. Ain't no sugarcoat with it. Ain't nobody give me nothing. Nothing. My mama didn't have it like that.
So you took away the excuse that your parents were going to give it to you. So now you got to get it yourself. And then, okay, 80% of the millionaires are first generation anyway. So that's fine. Okay. So we got out of that slump and we pretty much became millionaires because we took it upon ourselves to take care of ourselves in a free market economy because it's
We took it
a
upon
free.
ourselves to change our mindset. Everything is mindset. You know, we talk about mindset all the time. It's a different process. Thinking process. Mindset. All this stuff is mindset.
Yeah.
Is it hard to go buy stocks right now? No. Open an account, go in, put the money in, buy the stock. But who has the mindset to take the time to go in and set it up? That's how simple it is. Just like the trade, what we do, repetition, same thing. You'll pay attention to the people at your job for 2-3 months to train you, but you won't pay attention to train your own self to learn a skill that's going to provide for your family from now on, and you can teach your kids.
Well, I think it revolves around the word initiative or self-reliance. When you look at something like that, it could be kind of spooky because now you're relying on truly your own thought process and decision making, and you think about it, that could almost be
Okay,
a brick wall.
but look at your situation now with the job.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
do,
you're
do
sitting
you
there
feel
stuck.
do you feel comfortable with your job taking care of your situation for you with your family right now? You, see, you try to get the benefit of the doubt. Ain't no excuses. You get trained on your job. You pay attention. Let them give you $10 more at the job. You gonna sit in training. You gonna pay attention. You gonna make sure you learn that job. It doesn't make any sense when I can sit here and show you something that you can make $500,000 before you go to work every single day.
I'll put you like this. I
That sound like
appreciate you for sharing the
yeah,
truth
that
because
sound like big talk, but it ain't big talk. Y'all in the wrong environment. Y'all don't realize
no,
how much money these people getting out here. That what I'm talking about is probably that's under 1% of what them people really making every day. It's $10 trillion moving every day.
I
You,
think I
you
think
never heard people talk about it. It's $10 trillion moving in the market every day.
well,
10
I'll
trillion.
just say this though, Cornell. Though, be honest, man. You just said it a second ago. No one's gonna hold your hand, and I think by living in a distracted society where people are looking for leaders, people even say they're looking for leaders, man. They're looking for someone to worship,
Why you think you see the
someone
virus?
to.
You said it correct. So why you think you see the virus all over your TV right now? You think people
Hey,
dropping
man.
you think people dropping dead every day. You think people just coming in contact with and just dropping dead. And they ain't. But ain't nobody caught on to that yet. You got all these people, now you got the people that y'all like that's got it. You got the actors got it. You got the vice president got it. You ain't heard nobody go in panic mode yet. And you're gonna see all these people alive later on. But they're gonna make it sound terrible to you on the internet, because you're on the internet. You looking at the news. You ain't even educating yourself, man. You know what? I get up. I get up every morning at 5 o'clock. I read. Might even look at some spiritual. Then I get to work. I ain't on the internet. I'm trying to buy houses, flip, boom. You know what? I got around some other good people in real estate. What they said, Chris, hey, for every bill, I got a house. I want a car, go buy a house. I'm trying to put that aspect into that.
4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel, man. Bills will be paid with 4 greenhouses, one what he say 4 greenhouses, 132 unit. 4 greenhouses, 132 unit. Or 100 unit. You come on now. It's a thought process, like you say. I think you appreciate you, man, for saying that. Um, we definitely gonna wrap up here, but I appreciate you saying the things that you're saying because it's been a long time coming where people can hear it out just straight point blank. And we say it when the market was looking vibrant, just like it was propped up then. It's about to be propped up now, and it's being propped up through cash flow instead of humans. But we're going to see a change in direction of the seas of how people are on the internet and moving, like you say, whether it's through content consumption or production. There are going to be winners and there are going to be losers. And we want to make that very clear that there are going to be losers, just like there
The
are going to
one
be
that's
winners.
sitting around, I'm gonna tell you the loser's gonna be the one that's sitting around and relax and ain't doing anything or making sure that that's not gonna happen for their family or their situation. The one that's sitting around and say, I'm gonna just play it out. Hey, they let me off. I'm on furlough. I'm just gonna chill out. Better pay close attention to the next few months what's going on. If y'all don't understand what's going on, they pretty much getting rid of that middle income class. It's gonna be poor. It's gonna be rich.
We've been talking about that for a long time. You've always said that we've said this, but is it really going to be true? Is it really that easy? Is it that easy to go from zero to hero, or is it harder to go
Think about
from?
what just happened to all the middle income people that thought they was going to retire or they had retirement money. The market just went in half.
Bam!
Financial advisor probably screwed you in the investments you was in. You looking at your account, I don't think they're gonna tell you, don't worry about it, don't look at it right now, it's gonna bounce back around. But what if you living off of it already? How long can you afford to wait? 401k don't grow that fast. So that you might not recover for 3-4 years. What you gonna do in them 3 to 4 years?
The people weren't diversified enough, god dang it. And that's just the bottom line. They thought they were diversified, but if you were first of all, how are you
Guess
in
what?
assets that aren't growing?
That came from the comfort zone. Financial advisor came out and talked to you. You didn't feel that you had to do anything else.
Right.
That's
Passive
right.
investing.
I'm gonna listen to them. They right. And they screwed you.
It was called a major screwing. It was a screwing of screws because half the screw is gone already. And it's not coming back because the mentality is for people to leave when they feel the market is not where they wanted it to be. They're not, which again, like you say, that was savings that they couldn't live off yet. It wasn't that they didn't need it. It was savings that they couldn't put away, but they put away, and people put away savings. But America was not. America was known as a negative savings country. Negative. It's a wrap. When we talk about the middle class, it's a wrap. Appreciate you for coming on, Cornell. I don't know. You say you might do a webinar or something soon. People, feel free to email the vault. We'll forward you over. We'll do an episode before then. Thank you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. Peace and blessings.